This episode has been brought to you by justinform.com. If you're tired of being censored, tired of having your data stolen and sold, go to justinform.com, a social media site where all voices are welcome.
Hey everybody, what is going on? Thank you all so much for tuning into another important segment of Mi Casa es Su Casa. And I am, of course, your humble host, as always, Niko House. And I do have some more breaking news from the Office of Inspector General report. I did want to remind you all, however, that we do have our social media platform, our community networking and news platform, Just Inform, that you can register for right now to continue the conversations that we have here. You can continue them on your own personal timeline, or you can join the MCSC discussion group on Just Inform so that we can exchange information, ideas, have a couple laughs, whatever suits you. So join justinform.com and we'll go ahead and get you approved. Make sure that you use your first and your last name, because for security purposes, we want to make sure that we don't have any bots coming in. You all, I'm sure, are very familiar with the issues we had on Facebook where the groups were flooded by bots, the Brock bots, yeah. The issues that we continue to see on both Twitter and YouTube, and definitely made sure that we wanted to make security a priority while creating this website. So register for justinform.com, people. So a while back, I reported that the Clinton Foundation had been under investigation by the FBI, and it had flew relatively under the radar, which is weird considering, we were all screaming bloody murder about the Clinton Foundation the entire election. And people said that we were crazy, that these are right-wing conspiracy theories, that the government would never participate in the cover-up of the Clinton Foundation, despite the fact that half of the government is actually on the board of the Clinton Foundation, working actively in the Clinton Foundation, or getting quid pro quo benefits from the Clinton Foundation. And of course, the OIG report once again has not disappointed in bringing us another, I call it a revelation of affirmation, because, well, it turns out that we were correct. It even takes it a step further by saying that in 2016, the FBI had an open investigation into the Clinton Foundation. An open investigation into the Clinton Foundation. Comey refused to confirm the existence of the investigation on July 7th, 2016, in testimony before the House Oversight and Government Reform Committee, because the investigation was just not public. We didn't ask all the details. We just asked if there was an investigation. But let's continue. Mind you, people, Comey is connected to the Clinton Foundation. In addition, numerous witnesses told us that agents involved in the Clinton Foundation, agents, not one, not two, but multiple agents involved in the Clinton Foundation were instructed to take no overt investigative steps prior to the election. We asked Yates about this instruction. Yates stated that, I think there was a discussion about, look, if agents on the Clinton Foundation investigation want to go and that's a really weird sentence. If they want to go do record stuff and stuff, you can do it covertly, fine, but not overtly. That sentence made no sense, but that's what he said. And the sort of thought will address that again at the end, after the election was over. Yates explained that this instruction was explicit because the department, everything, quote unquote, it does, can avoid, have... What? Yates is not very good at speaking English, people. Let's try that again. Okay, Yates explained that this instruction was explicit because the department should do, is what they meant, everything that it can to avoid having an impact on an election. That's not what it said. It said the department does everything it can do. Oh, no, excuse me. It can does to avoid. It's a very confusing statement. Okay, so clearly Yates is confused about not only how an investigation works, but also when it's okay to tell the public about the investigation and when it should be hidden. I think the fact that you're hiding an investigation into a potential candidate is a little corrupt and one-sided, don't you believe? And I'm going to go into that in a second, but he has the nerve, Yates, by the way, who's the Deputy Attorney General, or was, had the nerve to say that, well, we don't want to affect the election anyway. Manafort is being investigated, and we didn't want to make any overt steps in his investigation until we were absolutely sure. People, Manafort was investigated, has been under investigation, to my knowledge, since 2012. Manafort has been under investigation for things that he did with Ukraine, real estate stuff, basic oligarch billionaire behavior, right? However, Paul Manafort is not running for president of the United States of America. Hillary Clinton was. Paul Manafort did not make himself out to be this deity of altruism, walking from country to country, bestowing the many benefits that being a corrupt oligarch who takes money to give favors can give. And at the same time, Donald Trump was definitely being targeted and openly investigated by the FBI because they said it was a threat to national security. But you don't think that the woman who's taking money from literally every single superpower and oligarch across the world and in the United States for favors that she had already started to give while she was Secretary of State, you don't think that she's a threat to national security, people? We don't think that she's a step to national security. I think she's a step. I think that, or excuse me, not a step, a threat to national security. I think that would probably be within the best interest of the American people to know. She's under investigation because of the behavior of the Clinton Foundation, which she had not disbanded while she was Secretary of State, although she was supposed to, and she planned on keeping intact when she became president of the United States of America. But luckily that did not happen because the American people are not that stupid. But hey, Russia. So here, the Attorney General is admitting that they discouraged the FBI from taking any overt steps in the investigation to the Clinton Foundation, specifically because they did not want to affect the election, while at the same time not making that suggestion and rendering that conclusion while investigating into Donald Trump's campaign with absolutely no proof going on with Donald Trump. Whereas on the Clinton Foundation side, it was mountains of proof. Whose team are they on again? But hey, Clinton people, butter emails, right? No, butter foundation, butter emails. But the fact that those emails were top secret. But the fact that there was clearly biased. But this IG report. How about that? So with that being said, hey people, thanks for tuning in. Definitely check out the recent episode I did on Tim Black's show as I guest host No Sellouts. It was a great show. I had a great time with his people. Donate to our Patreon if you can. Help grow the show and grow the network. And always remember, people, more than anything else, find your balance. Peace.